How we doing, team? Welcome to At the Close. Yes, I said it, at the close. We're going to get this thing started. I don't have Joel with me today, but I think I see him on. Let me just send him the invite just in case he's going to join me up, but I don't think he'll be with me. But like always, guys, I'm going to keep coming at it. Oh, he said link me. I didn't think the guy would make it. He made it home just for you guys out there. So you guys, I'm going to start the intro here. And by the time I'm done, I should probably have Joel joining me. You guys hit the like button and get excited because the one and only made it home for you guys out there. Start at the close.
All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
3 consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
What's going on, Joel? What's going on?
Traffic, man, traffic. Traffic.
We didn't even expect. I honestly thought you were just taking it off. I was like, I don't even expect them. I'll run it.
It's Catchy in the house.
What's up? Joel wouldn't miss this show.
I wouldn't miss you guys, man.
He made it home in time. Look at this.
Yeah, I did. Don't you know that nice lunch I bought you?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't tell Raz. I'm gonna expense it.
Oh, okay. Our lips
Yeah.
are sealed.
You heard that, YouTube.
Yeah. Nobody tell. Nobody tell.
Is Catchy gonna join us today?
No, I just wanted to say hi. Thanks again, Joel. It was great, meeting you in person. Thanks for lunch. And yeah, have a great show, guys.
Yeah, that was fun, man. All right, have a safe trip back to Grand Rapids.
There we go. Let's go ahead. Let's pull up our charts. Let's see what we're seeing. We're bleeding out. We're bleeding out.
I know. What a day for me to come there and be nice to you guys, huh? Trying to move my camera around. It's not working. But anyways, let's just go to the charts. You guys don't want to see me. You want to see the charts.
Yeah, especially with the market the way it is.
On the lows.
On the
closing on the lows. What do you guys do? I'm not here. What are you doing to the market, Mitch?
I don't know. I think Dennis called it out this morning, but
he did.
He did.
Man, that guy's good. That's good.
That guy, Dennis Dick. I mean,
yeah, it's that rally off the open. I mean, you might as well just grab that rug and go and pull it right out from under people, huh?
100%. I mean, you and I were looking for a positive day after we, kind of expected it after we've gotten like 3 or 4 days red.
This could be our 5th down day in a row.
I'm gonna have to look to see if we even have something like that on the charts. It's gonna take me a while to find it, I'm sure.
Where's Powell? Where Powell is
my man.
You know what? I want him out. He's out. That guy doesn't know what he's doing. I mean, come on, Pumping Powell is doing absolutely nothing today. We had a quick pop off the open, and man, that was faded in a New York minute. We've had an interday pop when I was being nice to Mitch and Chris, but now we're right back on the lows, and I left my levels in the briefcase, but I know there's not a daily level until 62.25. So we'll keep an eye on that. That's 10 handles down. I think a little trepidation here, 9/11 coming up, long weekend. And we've been weak all week. We've traded below the weekly numbers. So we're on the lows here, only down 21 handles. Not too bad. The reason it feels worse is because we are up 20. And so a lot of momentum downside. I'm looking for a down week next week. Oh my gosh. You guys might kick me off the airways. Crude bucking the trend, up $1.60, 69.74, trying to break into that $70 handle. Gold being treated like a stock today, down 10.20 at 17.89.80. Oh, silver was finding buyers in that upper 23 handle, but pressure on silver right now, down 36 cents at 23.82. And he also was bearish Bitcoin. What are we going to do with that guy? Bitcoin down a G at 45,600. Ethereum down 151 at 33.19. New low in the SPOs as soon as I mentioned that support level, let's see where that daily low is. We'll just mark it on our charts here to see if we get that by the end of the day. And right there, folks, I'll put a little arrow there for you. And that low is 62 and a quarter. That's exactly what I said. So what are we seeing? Is it, you seeing anything macro on there, Mitch, or what's going on to this market?
My market indicator, Apple. Let's go take a look at that stock. Look how it's getting drilled right now. There's some news out though. Apple shares are trading lower following a court ruling in the company's App Store lawsuit, which ruled the company cannot prohibit developers from using third-party payment options. So we know how there's been this battle with the App Store, and this is not looking good for Apple. Judge kind of ruling away from them because at the end of the day, they want to cut. If you use their App Store, they want to cut, and a lot of people start using those third-party payment options to try to get around those cuts. So, I mean, the chart right now does not look good. I mean, that's a hard downturn after the push above 150, which we felt. I mean, I even myself felt that it was going to start holding.
Yeah. I mean, this news, news. This has been going on for a while. I think it's more has to do with market dynamics. I mean, even if this news comes out, doesn't come out, I still think the SPOOs are down. And just to show you guys, I didn't get a chance to bring up any screens with Mitch, but I harp on, you guys are sick of me harping on these top components, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at Apple, your top component, that's down 5 sticks, right? That's not good. Microsoft looking good on my bet with Triple D, halfway on the way to 290. He'll be whining about this tomorrow. That's down 0.2%. Amazon, just a big run, off that post earning. It took a while, but Amazon caving in a little bit. The Googster, it's a bad day for the Googster. That's the biggest red candle you've had in quite some time. Facebook bucking the trend up $1.32. But let's go into the other top components. Tesla, that's down 15.60. That's 2%. Berkshire Hathaway not being spared. You want to say something about Tesla?
I mean, no. I mean, those are my two right there, Apple and Tesla, and I always want to see those trading up on up days in the market. And when those both are trading down and the market's trading down, that's when I even get a red flag. I'm like, whoa, what's happening here? I need to pay attention.
Yep, and a good point there. They're so tied to the ETFs, right? In the indexes that, if they're selling in the index, it flows over into those stocks. And just finishing up here, Berkshire has been weak all week. Man, I'm saying weak too much, but here you are on the low for the week. JP Morgan not being spared. That's down $1.57. Johnson & Johnson continues. It lost that 172.5. I don't know if I need to get rid of that line or not. UNH, that was our biggest loser in the index yesterday. One red bar, another red bar, 3 red bars in a row. And that Visa down $2. It had a little bit relief rally. Sellers lined up at 230, folks. Is there anything you learned from this show? Just look at these simple patterns here. Is New York stocks. I'm because I used to be a market maker in New York stocks. The big size sitting up there at the point, 30.22, 30 even, 30.04 at a high today. Your high last Thursday, 30.55. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. You don't need your MACD, CCI, BID, BS indicators. All you need is your daily highs and lows and multiple closes. So that's what we're looking at today. SPOOs continuing. Say they got 62 and a quarter on the mind. So that's it. You got the Apple news. So anything else macro, Mitch, that I should be alerted to?
I mean, macro-wise, I didn't see anything specific, but one thing, of course, stated we have that it's continued weakness as they weigh Delta variant concerns, inflation worries, Fed tapering. I mean, we did get the ECB to start kind of showing that hand, right?
Now, there you go. ECB talks about tapering, and the market rallied yesterday.
Yeah.
Tapering. I got smoked on that. I did. I absolutely got roasted on that because I'm like, oh, tapering's bad. Right. Oh, the market, not only did it go up from the open, it went up another 15 handles. And
Yeah.
here you are, and now you're
Taking a fake
puking.
out right there.
Yep. Yep. So there we go. We got the macros. Okay, we got some stocks to cover here that I think we might have did okay on the pre-market show, but Mitch, I'll let you take the lead.
All right, so let's take a look at Affirm because it did have a good bounce back, and we talked about the earnings this morning, and man, this whole buy now, pay later space has just really, I mean, it's almost like I always love when I hear like things like that, where next thing you know, every company's talking about it. Those give you that sign that hey, there's a shift in that industry, and you're seeing it. I mean, what PayPal, Affirm, Amazon, Apple, KPLT, they're all in this kind of space, and then willing to jump in there. So I think you got to watch this because you're going to start seeing what multiple companies, even companies you probably never heard about, start mentioning that term buy now, pay later, or the acronym BNPL. You'll start seeing it a lot
Oh
written in
man.
there. So it was like we've gotten these moments before, like when crypto goes hot or something like that. Everyone wants to be a part of it. You're seeing the party's on, and the buy now, pay
Oh
later
man.
space.
Don't get me talking about that. Don't talk buy now, pay later. Sounds like the financial crisis. Sounds like the housing crisis to me, right? Buy your $500,000 house appraised at 750, putting $100,000 down. Whoa, that house isn't worth 750 anymore. It's worth 450. You owe the bank 700. So I don't like that. I don't like that.
You're
I don't.
literally calling out why I didn't buy a house this year, Joel. You're literally calling it out. I mean, I had the money, but I mean, if you're going to give up 30-40% in premium and then expect that premium to stay in the house value, it's like driving a new car off the lot, right?
Yeah. The
You can
bank
want the value to stay up there all you want, but
the bank doesn't care. The bank cares what your note is and where they wrapped it up and sold it with other CMOs here. So Affirm, though, I mean, it's having a great day. You can't argue with the technicals. I hope and pray Spencer didn't get stopped out because he made a good call on it, and you can make all the good calls you want, but the timing of those calls. So I don't know. I have a feeling he got stopped out on this one, but it was a valiant try. Um, I don't know. I was probably leaning more bearish than bullish in this one. That would have worked early in the session. But once you took out that pre market high, you had absolutely no business being short that thing once it took out 115. So if you lost money shorting over 115, then you weren't listening this morning. Just hit 63.50 at 64. 64 offered heavy. They want to hit that 62 and a quarter. Will we get a bounce off 62 and a quarter? We will find out in the next 16 minutes. But the other thing too that kind of scared me about, not scared me, but I looked at it. Well, oh yeah, this looks high from the low of the move at 50, but you look at the all-time high in this saying it still had some ways to go. So that's Affirm. We covered that. I think we did. I'll give me a B on covering that one this morning.
well, I'm trying to find, to see if there's anything else macro that could be affecting us. The Democrats here are eyeing a $1 billion effort there to crack down on big tech and sprawling economic package. Pelosi also said that next week, I believe on Tuesday, they will be going and having a meeting on this. So I think that could be also scaring. And especially that's a big warning sign for what? The Qs, right? The techs that we've had a huge run in as of recent. I mean, if you look there on the monthly candles, I'm sure you're going to see some big pushes up on there. And
It's nothing. That's like a little bump. Look at that. That's absolutely nothing. This is a weekly. I mean, this is nothing. Look at that. That's this, folks. If you don't think the market can go down from here, then you don't know what you're talking about. Let's see what happens. Very interesting number. We just matched the low from last week, 76.83 and 76.86. The SPOOs are well below their low from last week. So there's a number for you triple Q traders. Keep an eye on next week. Like stuff like that. I mean, government getting involved in big tech. I mean, I don't know how that can turn out. You can't turn back the clock there, Nancy, but it's definitely hitting the market. Along with that, it takes like 1, 2, you take the Apple news, you take the Pelosi news, you take 9/11, you take all these factors together and you get a little bit of a sell-off.
Yeah, this doesn't point to the sentiment on the upside, and in a weekend where people already could be concerned.
Boom.
There you go. Let's
Yep.
go ahead. Let's take a look at one stock. It's not something I was normally going to bring up, but someone tipped us here, asking us on a question here. And I mean, we might not be able to answer exactly what your question here is, but we can take a look at it at least. BBIG. They're saying that they have today expiring call put options at the high. For those who are skeptical of this gamma squeeze still exists. I mean, I don't think anyone can really give you that answer, at least in certainty. But what are you seeing on the charts, at least?
Oh man, Yvonne is asking me this on a weekly option with 14 minutes to go.
That's pressure. They're putting the pressure on us. We might need more than 5.
And Yvonne, Yvonne probably works at some hedge fund throwing us $5 here.
Aloha.
Wow. Explain BBIG today's expiring improvement and after hours for those who are skeptical the gamma squeeze still exists. Put it this way. You're not safe when the stock closes at 4:00, right?
Yep.
People can exercise an option. I'm not sure what the time is. I'm not sure what the house is, but let's say you sold a 10 put, right? You're looking pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if some news comes out and they jack this thing down to $8 at 4:02? Someone can exercise that option, and you could come in being long at 10. So if you have something going on and you could cover this for a penny and you don't want to pay the commission, pay the commission. Cover it for a penny. If you're short, especially if you're short anything, if you're short any kind of option going into expiration, you need to check with your broker, check with your financial advisor, because you can get squeezed. You can get put the stock, or you can also get assigned the stock. And if some goose, let's say you're short to 12 calls. Oh yeah, money, easy money. I'm not going to pay a penny for that. Someone comes out after the close, wants to pay $14 for the stock. Boom! Exercise at 12 calls. You know what? You're short at 12. So, cover that risk. I don't know how big the options expiration, the options in this are, talking about a gamma squeeze. The gamma squeeze was more of a term during the financial, I call it the financial crisis. What do we call it? The COVID crisis. There was some gamma squeezes. So I don't know what the open interest is, but the biggest takeaway I want you to have is you ain't safe even at 4:00 if you are short options. So do what you want with it. I talked about 62 and a quarter. They go to 62.50, still teetering. I still think you get your 62 and a quarters done. We'll see. 11 minutes. Yvonne, I hope you got more than $5 worth of an explanation on that.
That's gold right there. Let's go ahead. Let's get into the next one. So let's take a look how play. I did see a reversal on that in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a fast one, and it just went right back down.
Yeah. Did we get you know what? He even shook out the 40 shorters too. We talked about the 40 level. You would have had to take some heat. Boom. Where'd you get to? You got all the way to 41. So 39.73 open. This is one of those situations where you don't short the open. You don't try and short at 40. You don't short it at 41. But when it comes back down through that open, boom, right here. Looking at this chart here, when it came back down through 39.73, man, you carted that thing up and it was at $38. So using the opens for reversals, I would have pegged it, at 40. You took out the pre-market high, just too much, too fast. Spoos go to 60 and a quarter. They're making me look bad. I thought 62 and a quarter. That was the lowest number on my sheet that's still in my briefcase. But here, we're knocking on the door here. I'm trying to get into the 50 handle, 44.50 handle. I'll have to find another daily low for you. But David Buster's, sell your peanuts when the circus is in town.
Well, I know that you were looking at my day 2 move. I ended up stopping out on that one, break even. But I'm gonna pull one at you this time. Peloton.
Wait, I just and what's the your
Blade. Blade is
BLD?
the one.
Yep.
Yeah, BLDE. And so what happened with that one is I was in at 997. I was looking for a breakout at the open past 1050, just because that's such a psychological spot that it was just hanging out at. When it took that down dip, I ended up I got stopped out on that wick that you can see when it goes through 10. I put a 999 stop and they got me.
Name the major city in the United States that has a newspaper called Blank Blade.
Ooh, I'm not sure. I honestly don't know it, but I'll take a guess here. Could it be? Is it in the Northeast at least?
I'll give you even bigger hint. You're not too far from it.
Oh, I'm not.
And it's not in Michigan.
Is it Illinois? Is it?
Nope.
Ooh.
Nope. Come on, chat. I know people are Googling this.
The chat is going hard on this. I want to hear what
this is easy.
Say.
This is easy.
We got someone answering. Toledo?
Yes.
Look at that. She knows it.
Who got it? Who got it?
Hein? I forgot. I'm tearing up this name.
Yep. Toledo Blade.
But
and I
didn't know that one.
Yeah, I made it a few times, and no, it wasn't in the wanted ads. It was for swimming. I used to swim a lot in Toledo. Yep, the Toledo Blade. So every time you take that, what's your tip on this one was, Mitch? And we talked about this. I tried to look right instead of left on this one, because they were trying to juice. And the pre-market guys, let's keep it bid. Let's keep it bid. Let's take out the previous day's high, right?
Mm-hmm.
1056, your high from yesterday. 1057 to open. High of the day, 1057. So they couldn't push it through there. They did have the benefit of the big volume day yesterday, but you couldn't find more buyers out there to push it up to 11. So
definitely,
once again, using the opens on that is a way to, maybe, you were looking for follow through. You put your stop in. Hey, you move on. You got another trade. That's
it. And one thing I would point out is if I didn't stop out, what would I be at now, right? I would be in a loss and be in trouble, right? Because, that chart looks like it's heading back down to support. And this is why I always state, guys, it's better to cut those losers right where you expected to cut it versus look at the end of the day and then wish you cut it. And you can start getting into that wishing and hoping mode of it popping back so that you can get out. So there's one rule I have that I try to stick to, Joel, is that if I do have a winner like that, I was up 5%, I have a rule that no matter what, I cannot lose on that trade from that moment on. If I got to stop out break even, I'll stop out break even because I feel like I'm in a winning position and maybe I'm getting a little bit greedy. And so I don't want the greed to take over and get me a loss after a winning trade. So that's just one of the rules that I have.
Are you ready for me to create a new term?
Yeah, let's do it.
Mental capital.
That's it.
Yep.
Because you burn it. You burn it if you take that winner to a loser.
Oh, I should have sold 10. I should have listened to Joel and sold the open. Oh, I should have kept my stop in at 999. Oh, I shouldn't be in this trade. Get out. Get out. Clean the slate.
It don't hurt
about it. Yeah. Mental capital. Now, they'll be talking about that on Twitter and CNBC. Down goes 44.60. Traded 44.58.50. Sell imbalances, I can imagine on the close. Spoo's trying to catch a bid here, and there are no bids in sight. This is where the guys would walk into the pit and they want to get short, and they walk in and they go bid, and they say bid, and someone go bid, they go sold.
Who wants it?
And then you know what the worst thing is some of these big traders used to do is you'd say bid, and let's say I'd go 57.5 bid. They go sold at 57. So you're already a loser. They're already
Yes.
they like boom, they hit you, an automatic loser. That wasn't very nice. I'm not gonna I will say no, I'm not gonna reveal the badge of the guy that used to do that.
Hey,
Wasn't
I mean, it also is a thing of don't be careful when you leave out orders, right? I mean, we talk about this all the time. Dennis even talks about this because he has to put out a lot of orders, right? And so moments like this, you really got to go and immediately check your orders because you could just start seeing those fills just that. By the time you look down, you're like,
yeah.
whoa, I got to do some risk assessment here and make
That's
sure.
same with errors,
that happens.
things like that. Cover them right away.
Yeah.
Like, don't go for the scratch. I mean, when I was trading 5, 10, stocks at a time, which is very hard to do in this market environment. Yeah, you got something bad, just boom, just get out. Get out, move on. I'm gonna scratch it, or I'm gonna eke out a profit. If you're that active of a trader and you do something like that, just boom, not market it, but put a marketable limit to get out. 56.50. We just hit. The sellers are just relentless into the close.
Relentless, man.
Yeah, 56.50.
It's
Where's my next daily low?
it's
You guys don't want to know where my next
yeah,
daily
it starts
low.
going down.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what's interesting was even an industry that was put out by another media site this today that it was going up. It was solar industry, and look how those solar names just turned around fast. You can look at Sol, you can look at Max N. They were looking great, having a great day. They just turned around, and now they're all in the red. So
Let's go 10. Boom, boom.
look at that. You see that turnaround?
Yeah,
It was looking good, and man, that's what happens when you can be even on a good story, right? A good industry, but if the overall market is just getting piled down, you have to take that into account.
Yeah, I think Triple D is best for doing that. He can, there are stocks that go up in this kind of environment. Safety stocks. That's another thing that's been going into safety stocks, your utilities and stuff. Yeah, boring.
Nature says, "Stop selling, Joel."
Let's see. XLU, yeah, that's in the red 60. Yeah, that's getting hit today too. But man, that's still a lot closer to the all-time high than the spoos are. Low at 56.50. Yeah, let's see if you get some guys that are just holding out for the low tick. But are going to cover into the close. Current low 56.50. All right, what do we got? We got 2 minutes left here, Mitch. I'll let you drive.
All right, so
Zscaler.
Yeah, let's go to CS. Let's do that. I mean, four upgrades this morning. What happened?
What did I tell you?
I love it. This morning when we were talking about it in the pre show, Joe was just like, these analysts. But what was interesting to me was that it wasn't only one, right? It's four of them all giving it up there. And I mean, that looks like a hard turnaround on the daily chart. What do you think there?
I think that those dudes, they're like the analysts that did this, and I don't like to pick on analysts because it's a very hard job.
It is.
But these are the guys that are like, they do that, and then they're like, at 11 o'clock, they're like, I'm leaving early today.
Yeah, this was definitely a leave the office early type of day and forget about it.
And they'll come in and their voicemails will just be stacked up with like, what? Are you kidding me? There we go. Regular sessions closed. 56.50. We're probably going to get a 58 print or off that close. So not a good day for the markets, but we want to be with you here in good days and bad days, right? Because that's what's important about the market is not only being able to, trade when the market goes up, but trade when the market goes down, right, folks? You got to be able to play both sides of the market. It's what we try and preach here. And just Peloton, I just want to check it. Someone
It did
call
have a
me.
good day.
It did. It filled the gap, huh?
I'm telling you,
And some.
that stock. I mean, we can say it now, right,
Oh,
Joel? 100 is going to be that price point you're going to keep an eye out on now. I mean, you're back above that level, right? So
I'm praying for 130.
yeah,
And you know what? And when it gets to 130, Lisa's gonna say, no, I think it's going to 140. That's what she's gonna do. That's gonna
yeah,
do.
yeah.
But
I'm sure you're gonna start telling her if it goes under 100 again.
oh yeah, I was wrong. Wow, 2-day move. Low of the move, double bottom you could have leaned on. Right there. 96.06, 98. Oh no, it was exact double bottom at
Hmm.
96.06.
Exact double bottom. That's what you want to see,
Oh, and,
especially for those U-turns kind of shape right back up.
and you know what your thing is that the smart guys actually started buying on the third because you see how you got that 96, 95 low? They were probably targeting 97 as their entry. And so
Mhm.
they threw a big bid out there and they got hit on it, right? And it had to pop. Then they figured, hey, it comes back down there again. We're gonna pull our bid and we're gonna go 96.70, 96.60, 96.50, 96.40,
Build up that
layering,
position.
yep, layering the size as they go lower. Now, day traders and people with smaller accounts don't have the luxury of doing that kind of stuff. But yeah, great call by Triple
I think that's
B.
a great point. I just want to really quickly touch that, Joel, because in a free commission type of world, I see too many traders out there putting in all their order size at one level. It's free commission. What are you guys doing?
Too hard to do it. And that's, I think, one thing that, with stocks, it is, you used to be, I mean, I don't want to go too far back, but, when it traded in eighths, just 8 increments in a dollar, can you imagine the liquidity at each of those levels? Even it went to teenies, right? So there were 16 places it could trade within a dollar. Liquidity. Then you go to pennies. Okay, I could deal with pennies. But what about sub pennies? There's an infinitesimal amount of levels a stock can trade at within a nickel range. So that's hard. That really changed the whole dynamics of the market. That's going to be a lesson for another time. Let's wrap it up. Mitch, you're going to the Tigers game. The
Yes,
Rays are hot. What are they like 120 or something like that?
they're pushing for their best record ever. So even better than their '08 record. So we'll see if they can get above that 102 wins for the season. I'm excited. I got some great tickets. Guess who I'm taking? My man, Chris Catchy.
Yeah. Who's their manager? Joe Madden's long gone. He went to the Cubbies.
Oh, they got cash. They got cash. One of the best managers, I think, of looking at his players and trying to make true judgment if they're hot or not. And I think that's what he does really well on is that when you got the hot hand, he's going to go to you. But if he notices that you're not in the zone, you're not getting that good those good at bats, what I call quality at bats, where you see like more than 6 pitches, or you're actually taking pitches all the way through. He notices those things. And
Yeah.
another thing is their pitching is the bullpen is the best in the majors. And just like everything, you can't be the best at everywhere, right? And in trading, you got to do the same thing. At least become really good at something. Whatever that something may be, if it's maybe reading levels, like Joel calls out all the time, maybe you're really good at fundamentals and you can finally take a deep dive into the books. I always say build up one skill, move to the next, build up that skill, move to the next. And that's the best way, I think, if you're going at it in sports or you're going at it in your trading.
Or in life,
Yeah.
But okay, I'm gonna throw one final trivia question at you.
Let's do it.
Tampa Rays baseball.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get it. Okay.
Yeah.
He was a relief pitcher.
Okay.
He kind of had the crooked hat.
Oh.
Okay. Do you know who it is yet? This
Well,
is going back a while.
there's two that had the crooked hat. There was one that
I
was
could
a
give you a
starter for
really,
a while.
I could give you a big hint.
All
He-
right. Well, hold on. Let's see if the chat gets it right
They won't get
before
it.
I get it
They
right.
won't get it. They won't get it. The chat's not that smart.
Mitch bringing along the triple D. If I could sneak across the border, I would.
All right. The chat is the chat's not going to get this. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I remember
The bird. Someone mentioned the bird. Oh,
the
they're trying to.
bird.
You don't know who the bird is, do you?
The bird. I mean, I know who he is, but I mean, I didn't get to see him. I mean,
Mark the Bird Fidrich. Oh my God, that's for another story. No,
Bob Todd knows it.
what'd he say?
No, he knows. He knows.
Oh, he knows the bird.
Yeah, he knows the
That
bird.
bird died. He was fixing a car, and the car fell on top of him.
Oh man,
A truck. He was fixing his truck. Okay,
that's why you put another jack.
I'm gonna give you a hint.
All right, give me the hint.
He played for the Tigers.
Oh, he played for the Tigers. I mean, I only know the one that used to wear his hat sideways was Archer. Archer did wear his hat sideways for a while. Chris Archer, but maybe
This is before your time.
Yeah, maybe it's before. Who is it, Joel? Let us know.
Fernando Rodney.
Rodney. I do. Man, I should have known that. Yeah, I do like Rodney. He throws gas. I'll tell you that.
Is he still around?
No, he's
No,
not around, but he throws gas. We're talking 98, 99.
That's a long time
And then
ago.
an 81 mile an hour changeup just to make it a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Rodney. I don't know why I forgot about it, but yeah, the truth knows it. All right, that's probably gonna do it for.
All right, we gotta say happy birthday to Manny. What's it, Manny Ayala? Today's his birthday. It's my sister's birthday too, Manny. And it was Emily's birthday yesterday. So happy birthday to everybody. Mitch, be safe. What time are you flying out tomorrow?
Flying out in the afternoon time. So I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy. Do a little tourist action tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to that island. What's the island called right off of here?
Belle Isle.
I need to learn. I'm gonna go visit it. I'm gonna go check it out.
Okay. Yeah.
Go see go really visit Detroit.
I swam a mile in that Detroit River there. That was a while ago. So you can
Let's just say I'm not swimming to the island, Joel.
Okay. All right, everyone.
Great
Seeing you, Mitch. It was great, man. We're going to have to do this again.
One of the best weeks.
Have a safe weekend and go blue.
Go blue. We'll see what happens. See you guys next time on right here at the close. Up next, you guys got Money Mitch and Chris Catchy. You guys stick around. We got Money Mitch coming up next. We're going to talk about some stories. Let you guys know. You guys don't got to go anywhere. Just stick right here. We'll bring on Money Mitch, guys. See you guys next time. And like always, hit that like button. We're doing this all for free.